I was Team Gyokeres from the beginning. So I'm going to make that clear, make that obvious. When it was Sesko, actually, let me say this first. Isak was my number one, but we knew we weren't getting Isak. So push him out the way. Obviously, he's not doing well at Liverpool anyway, but I still think he's a good player. He's a quality player. But forget him. He was never coming to Arsenal. He went to Liverpool. Next thing, Gyokeres, Sesko. But I didn't even watch any Sesko's clips. I said, forget that. I'm not interested. Gyokeres has just won the Gerd Miller Award. Yeah, that's a Ballon d'Or recognition for the most goals scored out of any league in the world. Yeah, top goal scorer in across all leagues. Yeah, so cool. I'm thinking that's the man wants. Yeah, we've got Jesus, we've got Havertz, we've got Mika Marino. They do the space invating, the inverting. They do the pick up the ball and bring in the other players. Gyokeres is completely different to that. Wicked. Watched him, studied him, see him. He does a lot of runs in behind. Sporting Lisbon, slim, powerful. When we played against him, I could see sparks and little things that we don't have in our team. I said, perfect. That's the guy I want. Nice. All well and good. Right. Move the story a little bit more forward. He then takes a deduction on his on the fee to come to Arsenal. He takes off his agents, some of the agency fee as well. He stops training with Sporting Lisbon to get this deal done. That shows to me this brother wants to be playing for Arsenal. Again, that's another big tick. A player that wants to be like Declan Rice. He like you just mentioned, he said no to Man City, Bayern Munich, all that. He wanted to be an Arsenal player, confirmed it. Cool. That's a big Zubimendi, same thing. Other clubs wanted him, tried to go for him. He wants to be at Arsenal. For me, that aligns well for me to say this player wants to be, he's going to give it his all. Cool. Perfect. He arrives. I'm happy. We watch him in pre-season. We're on tour. We watch him in the open training. Finishing, he's a striker, as in he strikes the ball. He doesn't have a variety or range, in my opinion, of finishing, of side foots, top corners, side netting. He just likes to strike the ball. He may have that, but I saw a lot in the open training of him just lacing through the ball and scoring goals. I'm not saying he was missing, he was scoring. Cool. Season starts now. Gets a few goals at least, whatever, stat pads a little bit, but he's not, for me, I'm just thinking he's a bit overweight. He's I don't really care about running styles. I'm not really too fussed about that. Listen, aesthetically, people want to see, they want to see gold, step overs and slim and sprinting in their way. They want to see it, but that doesn't always happen. Some strikers running in awkward ways, but as long as you get goals, I don't care. Wasn't getting goals. People bullying him, Timberlands, jeans, all that. Whatever it is, yeah, don't mind. Cool, leave that. Then the things start to come up saying, oh, I don't know about Gyokeres. Loads of Arsenal fans question it. I try and ignore it because I'm doing that whole, I picked Gyokeres, he's going to be fine, keep backing him. I've now really locked couple for last 3 games. I'm all eyes on Gyokeres, yeah. So I'm studying him on the games he's played, yeah. So few things that stuck out to me. He's been bullied off the ball a few times by a little man. I saw Bruno Guimaraes just move him off the ball. I said, brother, what's going on? You are a big guy. His first touch at times as a striker, most of the times, to be a top striker, your first touch is your most important thing, by the way, because it sets you up for your shot. That's been off a few times, yeah? So I was like, okay, that's a problem. This is my biggest concern. Arrogance within a striker. Me and you are both strikers, Curtis, yeah? When I was a striker, I was a different person. I was a bit arrogant. And also, that obviously aligns with being confident, yeah? I look at the top strikers in the world. Haaland. When he scores, man is the most smuggest guy. Bro, he walks off now like, what do you expect? There's an arrogance there. Arrogance. Mo Salah. He's not a striker, but he scores plenty goals. There's an arrogance there. I don't need to say too much. Look at the press conference he did to the Norwegian reporter. I don't need to say, he rates himself very high, yeah? Cristiano Ronaldo, again, not a striker, but scored a lot of goals. One of the best in the world. He did an interview with Piers Morgan. He's an arrogant, he knows how good he is, yeah? I need that from my striker. Viktor Gyokeres, when he scores, he's even too shy to do he's too shy. Bro, I see Rice telling him, yo, do the thing. I see Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba push him to say, go to you're too shy to do your own celebration when you score goals. Brother, that you need to have some form of confidence, some sort of belief in yourself. Yeah, maybe we have to give you that as well. But I'm sorry, you're playing a lot of games. You've got the starting berth. You're at a stage where half the season's done, you know. Jesus and Havertz on the horizons. Bro, Danielle just said it. You're now looking like an option striker. You're supposed to be you took number 14. I don't like to go back to the numbers, but I'm sorry. Brother, you have to have a certain level of, you came in, Gerd Miller, Ballon d'Or recognition, 14 top. I thought you'd be the guy. It's not happening right now.
Need to see more. Do you know what? Can I say something? Right, I'm going to put a bit of a defense up for Gyokeres. Right, I am. Yeah, I am. Now, trust me, I'm with you in everything you've said there. The hold-up play, the first touch, and all that. It concerns me as well. But let's look at the bigger picture. Let's not look at this in isolation and just go, Gyokeres ain't what we expected. He's not good enough. Because all of us sat there when we signed Gyokeres hyped. We was all hyped when we signed Eze. We loved Eze. Me and you had the conversation. Eze, Rodrigo, this, that, the other. Now Eze's sitting on the bench, probably going to struggle to get back in the team. Gyokeres probably going to end up on the bench if he doesn't score in the next couple of games. Was Aubameyang the scrub that everybody was saying when his goals had dried up, when he was hugging the touchline and be, oh, get rid of him, and then he left there, oh, get rid of him, he's not good enough. Okay, he went to Barcelona and won the title. Remember that? Yeah. Then Jesus comes in, oh yeah, he's won the league at Man City, this, that, the other, first 6 months, amazing, gets injured. Now we're expecting that same Jesus to come back from an ACL and he's the saviour for us. Oh, he looked sharp against Bruges for 20 minutes. Well, I ask him to do that for 35 games because we know he usually breaks down or he has a purple patch, then the goals dry up. Now people are putting in the comments, can't wait for Havertz to come back. Havertz, bro, for 18 months I've wanted Havertz replacing. The highest paid player at the football club should be one of your best players. He is not one of our best players. So now the players that have failed us in title races, the players that have never even scored 15 goals in a Premier League season, bear in mind, Jesus has played in the Prem at Man City. Yeah, he didn't come here and new language, new country. Havertz has played for Chelsea, new country. But after 14 league games, we're going, oh, he's finished. He's not good enough. Get rid of him. Okay, fair enough. If people think he's not good enough, I'm not turning and saying that opinion isn't right if that's how somebody feels. But what is your solution? You want to give me Havertz and Jesus back? Because Arsenal are not going into the January window and going, okay, let's go and buy Julian Alvarez. Let's go and buy someone else. What we've got is what we've got up front. So I don't believe Havertz or Jesus are winning Arsenal a Premier League title this season. Arteta, mate, you have got to figure out how to get more out of this guy.
This is your job.
Oh, that's your job, bro.
You're paid so much, Mikkel. Yeah, go on.
On top of that, bro, let's talk about this. Martin Odegaard, your chief creator, your captain, a player that I'm constantly saying, this guy, for me, is not in Arsenal's strongest 11. This guy's got 1 assist this season. Your creative spark has got 1 assist this season. Yeah, I know he's had an injury. Fair enough. He hasn't played every week. He's got 1 assist in 10 Premier League games. I'm sure you've all saw that clip going viral, the Champions League game where he ignores 2 runs of Gyokeres when he can slide him through. And he goes out wide. Man's always holding hands on the right with Saka. Bukayo Saka, who's our star attacker and has probably earned that right, by the way, from what he's done in the past, he's got 1 assist this season in the Premier League. 1 assist. Star boy, by the way. Star boy. 1 assist. Right? 1 assist. Secondly, when you buy a player, look at what he's good at. Do your best to create a setup that does the same thing. Most of his goals at Sporting are in transition. Fast pace, catch the opposition. You saw the Wolves game, bro. We're playing walking football.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look at the tempo we're playing with. So, for me, also on top of that, just quickly, and then I know Potsy's waiting to come in. Isak's got 1 goal at Liverpool this season. Most Arsenal fans wanted Isak. Are Liverpool saying Isak's washed, get rid of him, drop him, sell him? No, it hasn't worked yet. You've got to figure out how to get more out of him. Mo Salah, you was there interviewing him. Yeah, PFA Player of the Year. He's got 4 goals this season, the same as Viktor Gyokeres. He was the best player in the Prem last season. So sometimes it's not as simple as you're not scoring goals, get rid of him, bench him, he's not good enough. He's come from a new country. He didn't have a great upbringing in the footballing sense that he wasn't playing first-team football at a young age. He was sitting in Brighton's under-23s in his early 20s while a lot of people were playing first-team football. He's gone to Portugal, ripped it up, come to the Prem, there is going to be adaptation period. But my point is, and it always will be, this manager does not create an environment for an out-and-out number 9 to thrive. It's been proven with Oba, who was a golden boot winner. We binned him for nothing, and we're celebrating on the Amazon documentary, Edu and Garlic, high-fiving. The guy's still a top striker now, by the way. He scored against Newcastle the other week.
Yep.
You've brought in Havertz, Jesus, 100 million plus. They haven't answered the question. You brought in Gyokeres, and you're basically saying, I can't work with him. So why did you buy him? What did you buy him for? What was the plan? He's an out-and-out 9. He needs service, and he ain't getting no service. And we're writing him off. For me, I don't like everything I'm seeing from him. The hold-up play, I was shouting on my watch-along, bro.
I can tell. I think there's people from your watch because they said, pass the ball. I'm assuming you're shouting bare things. Yeah, pass the ball. I was
calling him Bob the Builder. I said he's playing like a bricklayer. You know them bricklayers on a Sunday?
Yeah, I know, bro. Them big boys, bro. Trust me, bro.
You know what I mean? But come on, bro. This team is not a good team for an out-and-out number 9 to play. How are you taking a Gerd Muller award winner and bringing him, and now the guy can't hit a barn door? Can't hit a barn door. So
on that as well,
that's where I'm.
I'm going to bring the guests in literally 1 second after I finish this. Obviously, I think obviously he's not. I can't judge him on the sense of his actual finishing because he hasn't had like clear-cut chances that he's missed. I think some chance, like I think you mentioned about Timber taking headers off him and stuff. I don't see Haaland. I think Christian actually mentioned that, or someone mentioned that. He said there's fullbacks taking headers when he's there about to head it in. Fullbacks are coming in, Timber for a prime example, taking off him. That would never happen at City. Haaland would never let O'Reilly take a header off him. Like, are you mad? Gyokeres is supposed to be the guy, bro. He's supposed to be the main guy. You're supposed to be the goal scorer. And like I said, if you're not doing the scoring the goals from in the box or getting on the end of crosses, then you end up being the player that needs to come and get the ball deep. But we don't want you to do that. We have that as an option.
Cecil, can I say one more thing before, because I know Potsy's coming in, right? Just to give people an example. When you sign a striker like that, you are supposed to build your attack around him and say, listen, you are, like, obviously Sakaziri's the main guy on the wing, but Gyokeres, we're building around you. You're the guy that's going to take us to the next level. If you look at the Premier League top goal scorers last season, right? Salah, Liverpool attacks built around him. Isak at Newcastle, it's built around him. Haaland at City, we know that. Chris Wood at Forest, who ain't no world beater, is it?
That's true, they built around him.
But the attack was built around him. They know he ain't quick. They're not playing through balls, mate. They're putting crosses in. Brentford, you got Wissa and Mbeumo and Watkins at Aston Villa. Every one of those players, their attack is built around how they play. They give them what they need. Ollie Watkins runs the channels. Villa put it in the channels. Chris Wood's great in the air. They put crosses in. You don't buy a car and take it out on the water and expect it to float, bro. Like, you buy it for what you need it for. This is a gunman goal scorer. Create chances for him. If he's missing the chances, we can write him off and say, you're not doing your job. But come on. 1 assist for Martin Odegaard. 1 assist for Bukayo Saka. They don't pass the ball to him, bro, most of the time. I'll be real. They don't even look for it.
That's true, and I think there's times that Odegaard could have. Listen, I'm going to bring in. This is we're coming. No, Potts is going to come.
I want to ask Potsy something, right? I saw a video pop up. It's titled "I Got This Wrong," with a big picture of Viktor Gyokeres.
You did a video on it, Dan? Yeah.
Yeah, I need the explanation. Yeah, I need to know because me and you in the summer we were going, yo. We're happy that you're holding your hands up in December.
Yeah, but the season ain't done. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
I'll be honest, right? This ain't waving the white flags by any means. But me and Curtis are normally on the same wavelength. But I'm actually not with Curtis on this one. Curtis has been sticking up for Gyokeres too much, in my opinion. I don't think Gyokeres has looked good at all. I'll just say it how it is. I don't think he has. Now, I'm not saying it's all him. That's where we could probably do a line. Yeah. And I'll come on to why in a minute. But I'm just not seeing enough from him, boys. I'm just not. It's fair saying people aren't giving the ball to him. People aren't doing this for him. People aren't putting on a plate for him. He's not missing sitters. He's not putting them wide here, there, rows there, or over the bar from a yard out. Totally can hear that. But if I'm a striker, I'm not getting the ball. I'm not sitting there going, you 10 are rubbish. I'm going to go and walk and get the ball myself. And I'm not seeing him do enough of that. I've got to be honest.
I don't think he has he might. I don't know. I would
say what you're thinking.
You don't think he can, no?
I can't
You don't
even
think
play
he
Arsenal. I can't say I got the ability.
Ah.
His strength is not going to be. No, I can't say he hasn't got the ability to. That, 'cause
I'll tell you why I
that's
did that video then, right? Very quickly. I'll tell you why. Because while I'm not seeing enough from him, and Curtis is right, that might have shocked a few people because I really wanted this guy in the summer. Like I really wanted him. There's only 3 other players I would have taken alongside him, which was Isak, which obviously wasn't going to happen, Julian Alvarez, and Victor Osimhen. They were the only other 3 I would have taken, and Gyokeres was the one. I didn't want Sesko. I hold my hands up. I didn't know enough about Ekitike, but I didn't really want him because of that reason, because I didn't know enough about him. And there's other strikers as well, like Mateta, João Pedro, and all that. I thought they would do a job, but not really at that level, right? So I've got to hold my hands up and say I wanted Viktor Gyokeres. And I think it was absolutely the right signing to take a punt on for that much money when you've scored 100 goals in 2 seasons.
Agreed.
But I'm not seeing enough from Viktor Gyokeres. I'll just say it how it is. I
So
might
you're
have got
done.
this
You're
one
done.
wrong.
Dan,
No,
you're done.
no, I'm not done, but I might have got this one wrong because I'm looking at what I thought was a bagsman and I'm not seeing a bagsman. I'm not seeing someone who gets in those moments. I'm seeing him, I'm a little bit behind. He was almost there. No, you should be there, bruv. We've brought you to be there. We've brought you to be that guy. So when you do just miss it because you're not quite there, you should be there, in my opinion. And this is the stage we're at now. This isn't, let's give him a season to see how he is. We've got this guy to score the goals for us. And I look at it now and I think that beforehand, I was with you guys a bit more. Come on, man. He scored 2 goals against Leeds. Yeah, he scored another one against Forest. He's there in the right place. Let's calm down a bit. He's not Haaland. He's not going to get 50 goals. But then I see him go through at Port Vale and take too long to shoot. Then I see him take the ball the wrong way against Athletic Bilbao. And I'm thinking, that's not what a striker does. You're going to walk away from goal there. What are you doing? Then I see the chance he had against Olympiacos when it goes wide. Then I see the other chance he has against West Ham. And I'm thinking, now you're missing chances. This is not good. And then I'm seeing performances like he comes on against Aston Villa. And I've got to be honest, we may as well have not bothered bringing anyone on. It was that bad watching him. It was so bad. And then, of course, the other night against Wolves, I'm thinking, other than turning and hitting it wide, what did the guy do? So then you can start to look into this question. And this is where we may align a bit more, right? I've spoken about my thoughts on Gyokeres. Don't think it's been a great start. I don't think anyone's shouting at me going, that's out of order. He's been brilliant, right?
Yeah.
This is where I do align, right? I've seen Lacazette at this football club. I've seen Aubameyang at this football club. I've seen Eddie Nketiah at this football club. I've seen Kai Havertz up top at this football club. I've seen Jesus up top of this football club. I've seen Marino up top of this football club. I've seen Gyokeres up top of this football club. That's 7 strikers or players that have been put up top by Mikel Arteta, and none of them have banged. Some of them have done a job, like Mikel Marino. Kai Havertz, who was not brought in as a striker, but done a job up top, and people say we need him. Where's the guy who goes bag? Because the only one who's done it is the guy who was apparently called Toxic that needed to get out of the club, Aubameyang. He's the only one that did it. Ever since we got rid of this guy, we're still trying to replace him. So I'm starting to work out now, are those 7 players I've just mentioned all Crawley Town level? They're not, are they? They're half decent.
It's a bit harsh, that. Right? You basically said, are they Cecil G level?
Sorry, that's the wrong team to pick, brother.
Yeah, come on, God.
The wrong team to pick. You get my point, right? You get my drift. Let's use another. Let's use Colchester. Sorry.
Please.
Let's use Colchester, right? My point is they're not. Yeah.
It's a striker show. It's fair. We can
do a striker show, brother. You know, you might be doing a job better than Viktor Gyokeres at the moment, Sess. I've got to be honest. I've seen you play ball, but I've got to be honest. I look at he's changing from Arsenal now. But my point is, they are decent players, right? They're decent players, and Arteta's not really been able to get the best out of any of them. So is this now?
So what does that tell you then, Potsy? Really?
So this is my point, Curtis. This is where I'm confused. Is this a manager issue with the attack,